السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الذي لا إله سواه، والحمد لله حمدا يليق بجلال وجهه وبعظيم سلطانه، والصلاة والسلام على نبيه الأمين وآله الطيبين وصحابته الغر الميامين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اكتبنا منهم. رب زدنا علما ولا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. When action is no action, the imperative of ikhlas and ittiba'. I believe the title already tells you and me what this is going to be about, and it summarizes all what I'm going to be sharing with you here today in some details. In other words, at the end of this encounter with you, inshallah ta'ala, at the end of it, if you don't remember anything, then remember that action is no action unless there is ikhlas and ittiba'. So this will be the principle that should guide you and me in our everyday life. And as yesterday we spoke about the moral challenge in pursuit of happiness as a result of the realization and thus the focus of and on the fact that we were created by Allah Azza wa Jal in order to fulfill ubudiyyah to Him. As a result of the realization of this ultimate purpose for which we were created, there is a sense of pursuit of happiness that results, and that happiness is attained by undertaking that moral challenge that we spoke about yesterday. And when we win, if you will, or we successfully undertake, humbly said, that moral challenge, then indeed we are on the path of attaining happiness in this dunya, and most of all in akhirah. But then also, since ubudiyyah requires that we are undertaking a journey, as we called it yesterday, a journey back home. And home is in Jannah. The life of ours is a journey back home. That requires doing, that requires action, that requires deeds, that requires acts. And those acts and those actions are what will be our manifest external expression of this pursuit, of this journey back home. We have to do things. We have to work. We have to act. We have to externalize that sense of ubudiyyah that we have harbored inside of our hearts. And now actions can be either good or bad, good or evil, wrong or right. What constitutes a good action? What constitutes an action, in other words, that is consistent with the purpose of fulfilling ubudiyyah for which I was created? We can say first generally that any act, any action that draws me away from this objective is an act that is not good, that is not even correct. Agreed? Since I have an objective, and this is the objective I want to attain, and if I commit actions or I do deeds that are not in conformity with that objective, then that action is not a useful action, is not a good action, it's even a harmful action. That's number one.